Hi, everyone, and a pleasant good afternoon to you as we are just about ready to get things set for the beginning of this game here between the Fort Scott Lady Tigers and the Blue Valley Southwest Lady Timberwolves. Thanks again for joining us here on Duckbait TV. I'm Tony Abatey, and we are excited to get this one underway as the Fort Scott Lady Tigers look to complete the championship victory in this Frontenac tournament this week. And they will have an opportunity against Blue Valley Southwest, who came up with an upset in the first round over Blue Springs, 44-34, and then got past Bartlesville out of Oklahoma, 58-41 yesterday. And so they are on to the championship along with the Lady Tigers. Starting lineups are being introduced right now. So the Fort Scott Lady Tigers, after winning in double overtime over the Colgan Panthers last night, the first loss for the Colgan Panther girls in the regular season in 4 years. And Fort Scott was able to pull that off last night over Colgan, so that was fun to watch in double overtime last night. And we're just about to get things started here this evening, or this afternoon. Blue Valley Southwest, their head coach is TJ Taylor. They are 6-3 overall coming into this game here today. They're going to go with 5'5" junior Kylie Cross, 5'10" junior Mia Hansen, 5'8" senior Lily Unruh, 5'10" senior Olivia Payne, and 5'10" senior Carter Skillman. Tip is won by Fort Scott. We'll get to the Lady Tiger starters in just a moment. Pass deflected and stolen away by Blue Valley Southwest. They'll come back the other direction. Layup there is good. Hansen with the basket there for Blue Valley Southwest, and they lead it now 2-0. Kylie Comstock able to get her first points of the afternoon there. And now we got a whistle as the ball is knocked out of bounds by Blue Valley Southwest. Head coach Bashan Steps. Lady Tigers are 8-1 now overall. And, of course, their starters, 5'6" junior Abby Gorman, 5'5" senior Allie Brown, 5'9" junior Claire McElroy, 6' senior Kylie Comstock, and 5'9" junior JC Rogers. We got a ball knocked out of bounds. By Blue Valley Southwest, so it'll be Fort Scott basketball here. Just underway in the first quarter here this afternoon. Fort Scott Lady Tigers playing for the championship here. Three-pointer on the way, that one doesn't go. Rebound chased down by Southwest. They'll get it up the floor, and a shot there by Unruh is good. McElroy over to Comstock on the left side wing. Now back out top it comes. Back around to the right side. Abby Gorman with it. Now pass goes inside and it's knocked away. And they'll say last touch by Fort Scott. 6:06 to play here in the first quarter. Pass goes into the corner to Unruh. Ball knocked away, stolen by the Fort Scott Lady Tigers. They'll head back the other direction. Over to Rogers on the left side wing. Now back to McElroy at the top. Inside to Kylie Comstock. She got behind her defender that time and hits the bucket. She's got all 4 Lady Tiger points here in the early going. Pass comes to Kylie Cross. She'll get slinging across the court. Now back to Cross at the top of the key. So go left side with that pass. Back to Cross, working against this 2-3 Tiger zone. Now they'll go cross court. 3-pointer on the way from Payne. That one no good. Rebound chased down by Fort Scott. Abby Gorman able to get to it. She'll bring it up the court. Nearly tripped, but able to regain her balance. Now she'll pass it off. Southwest in a man-to-man defense here in the first quarter. Ball deflected. Fort Scott able to get it back, though. McElroy has it. Now back around it comes to Comstock. She'll drive into the lane. Puts one up there. That one goes in. So Kylie Comstock, who has struggled offensively the first 2 nights of this tournament, now has all 6 of the Lady Tiger points, and they lead it 6-4. Pass goes back around for Blue Valley Southwest. Drive around, kick into the down low. Shot is going to fall, and it looks like we're going to get a foul and a free throw added to it here. Foul's going to go on J.C. Rogers. That's the first one on the Lady Tigers here today. And Aubrey Yarrick will check in. The basket was good there by Carter Skillman. And the free throw is no good. Are they going to get a lane violation? They are. She kind of hitched when she threw her free throw up there. And a couple of the Lady Tigers fell into the lane there, so she does have kind of a hitch to her shot there. Missed the second one, though, too, and Fort Scott grabbed the rebound. So that just goes as one missed free throw. Lane violation, of course, you get a do-over if it's on the team not shooting the free throws. And we got a couple more substitutions here as the Sienna Pierce, a 5'11 freshman, checks in for the Timberwolves. Fort Scott gets Rayleigh Cowan, a 5'6 junior, on the floor, and already Aubrey Yarrick, too, out there, a 5'8 junior. Pass goes inside. They try to get it to Gorman. It's knocked down. Now chased down and taken there in the corner, and it'll go out of bounds off of Blue Valley Southwest. Inbounds play comes into Aubrey Yarrick. Now back out it goes to Cowan. Over to Gorman. She'll reset the offense out near the center circle. Again, no shot clock this weekend. We've had that for the bulk of our schedule with the SEK League teams, but not here in this tournament. Shot there by Gorman is good. So Abby Gorman gets her first 2, and now a steal by Gorman. 3-pointer on the way. Switch from McElroy. And just like that, Fort Scott is up by 5. Now we got a whistle, and they're going to call a blocking foul on the Lady Tigers. Gorman got a little bit too handsy there. Some more substitutions on the floor. Macy Hansen, a 6-foot freshman, checks in for Southwest. And J.C. Rogers comes back in for the Lady Tigers. So Rogers, Yarrick, Comstock, all on the low portion of that 2-3 zone. And then Gorman and Cowan out front, and Cowan gets the steal. Bad pass by Southwest. Layup, too strong. Rebound taken by the Timberwolves. Now we got a tie ball. It'll stay with Blue Valley Southwest. That was Kennedy Reddy, 5'7" junior, who got the rebound and forced the tie ball there. Now another Fort Scott steal. Ball loose on the floor. We got a whistle. They're going to call a foul, and who they're going to call the foul on? It's going to go on Mia Hansen of the Timberwolves, so that's the first foul on Southwest here this evening, or this afternoon. Kylie Cross will check in for the Timberwolves. She'll come back on the floor and replace Hansen. Allie Brown to inbound the ball for the Tigers. Gets it into Gorman. Now back to Brown, who's in there for Abby Gorman, who's taking a quick break here. McElroy drives in, now back out to Yark for three. She was hot from out there last night, but misses this one. Rebound taken from Southwest. Down the floor, layup there doesn't go. Rebound is chased down in the corner by the Timberwolves. They'll get it back out and around. Shot there is good by Unruh. She's got 4. And the lead is back to 3 for Fort Scott. Brown drives into the lane. We got a whistle, and they're going to get a foul on Blue Valley Southwest. So Kennedy Reddy will pick up her first foul there for Southwest. Gabby Cowan, a 5'4" sophomore, checks in for the Timberwolves. Ball goes into Comstock. Shot is good in the foul. Kylie already has 8. And there's still 1:34 to play in the quarter. Foul goes on Sienna Pierce. Free throw by Kylie Comstock is good. So 9 points already for Kylie. She really has struggled in this tournament the first 2 nights. But getting things going here. Pass goes to the wing to Kylie Cross. Now back out it comes. Now Reddy. Back around to the right wing, now back to the left wing. 1:06 to play in the quarter. Drive here by South. Shot blocked by Comstock, and she grabbed the rebound as well. Allie Brown will bring it up the court. Now 55 seconds left in the first quarter. Again, no shot clock. Fort Scott could save for the final shot, but I don't know that this pressure from Southwest is going to allow them to do that as Fort Scott loses it out of bounds there. 46.6 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Fort Scott has seen some great defense from their opponents here in this week. Southwest is getting up and guarding tight in this one. We saw that from Colgan last night. Saw that a little bit from Lafayette in the first game as well, back on Thursday. Something Fort Scott's going to have to deal with. Maybe not all year in the SEK, but they'll have to deal with that going forward for sure. Shot there inside, doesn't go. Rebound Comstock. Coming into the tournament, Kylie was averaging 9 rebounds a game. I believe she's been double figures in that category each of the first 2 nights, so she is probably over 10 rebounds a game now by the time we get the tournament started next week. And there's another steal for Southwest. 3 seconds left, 2 seconds, 1 three-pointer is not going to go. And that'll take us to the end of the first quarter with your score, Fort Scott 14, Blue Valley Southwest 8. We'll take a short break and come right back. This is Fort Scott Lady Tiger basketball on Duckbait TV. Patty West and Crystal Cowan are a mother-daughter duo selling personal and commercial insurance. If you need auto, home, boat, motorcycle, ATV, business, or commercial insurance, they've got you covered. Visit them at 3 East Wall Street in downtown Fort Scott or call 620-223-0700. So the Fort Scott Lady Tigers lead the Blue Valley Southwest Lady Timberwolves by the score of 14-8 here as we get set for the second quarter. What a week of basketball it has been for the Fort Scott Tigers and Lady Tigers, and especially last night. The Fort Scott Lady Tigers, we found out after the game, beat the Colgan Lady Panthers, giving Colgan and Coach Farabi their first regular season loss since 2021. So pretty amazing feat for the Lady Tigers last night. And then we went over to the other gym and saw the boys win their game against the Colgan boys, outscoring Colgan 17-1 in the fourth quarter and winning that one going away for the Tigers' first win on the boys' side this season. Fort Scott gets it over the left side to the wing. Now back out to McElroy. She'll drive in, kicks it to Comstock. 18-footer from the top. That one doesn't go. Like she maybe didn't get a really good grip on the ball as she went to shoot that one that time. This one goes out of bounds. It was deflected by Fort Scott, so at least that's what they call. Lady Tigers were not happy with that call, but and now the official that was right there in front of it, he should have had the best view. He's the one that called it out of bounds off of Fort Scott. Coach Steps asked him to get a second opinion on that, and he did. And one of the other officials says, I didn't see it. You had the best view there, bud. So we'll go with it. Here's a shot there by Southwest. It's no good. Rebound taken by the Lady Tigers. Gorman back out there. She's got the ball now. Gorman, Yarrick, Comstock, McElroy, and Rogers. Tried to get it back to Rogers, and it's stolen away by Unruh. Layup is good by Lily Unruh, and that starts the scoring here in the second quarter. Three-pointer from Gorman. That one doesn't go. Rebound chased down by Blue Valley. Layup is good there. And now Fort Scott's going to call a timeout as the Timberwolves have cut this to a 2-point lead. So Fort Scott will get the ball inbounds in backcourt. 6:35 to go in the second quarter. Pass ahead to Gorman. Now over to Comstock into the corner to Yark for three. No good. Rebound chased down by Gorman, though. She got hit inside, and they are going to get a foul. She got hit. It was a late whistle, but she did get hit. And a foul called on Southwest. The Southwest fans not happy about it. First foul of the evening or the afternoon on Olivia Payne. Allie Brown will check back in. She'll be the inbounder here for the Lady Tigers. Pass goes. They try to get it to Gorman, and now Gorman, they called a travel there on the Timberwolves. So Fort Scott will get it back here. Fort Scott appears to really be struggling with the size of Blue Valley Southwest here early in this one. Gorman, who's listed at 5'6", being guarded right now by Mia Hansen, who's listed at 5'10". Similar deal for Allie Brown. Here's a turnaround shot inside by Comstock. That one doesn't go, just lipped out. Rebound comes down to Southwest. Pass into the corner to Unruh. Shot there doesn't go. Rebound chased down by Comstock. Back out to Brown. Brown is being guarded by Unruh. Ali listed at 5'5". Unruh listed at 5'8". So definitely some size disadvantage for the Lady Tigers here in this one early on, but making the most of it as they're still leading 14-12. Not scored yet in the second quarter, though. Drive to the basket. Shot there doesn't go. Rebound picked up by Hanson of Southwest. She'll bring it down the court. There's a shot there, and that one goes for Mia Hanson. And now we're tied. Brown gets the ball to the left, or has the ball in the left wing. Now back out to Rayleigh Cowan. Now back to Rogers. Inside it goes to Cowan, and she hits the bucket. Rayleigh averaging just under 5 points a game coming into the tournament. Gets her first bucket there for the Lady Tigers. Now pass back out to Cross. She'll try a shot from the elbow extended. It's no good. Rebound taken there by J.C. Rogers of Fort Scott. So Lady Tigers work it back up the floor. Now into the corner it goes. Excuse me, that's the wing. Over there to Brown. Turnaround shot inside by Comstock. That one a little bit short, and going to be picked up there by Southwest. Over to Cross. She'll run it up the floor here. Gets it to Unruh. She'll drive into the lane. Shot there is good for Lily Unruh. She has 8, and we're tied at 16. And did Southwest call a timeout here? So Blue Valley Southwest takes their first timeout of the game. Kind of interesting, we heard afterwards that that was the first time that Colgan's girls had lost in 4 years in the regular season. And I'm sure folks from Uniontown, folks from Arma Northeast, folks from Southeast to Cherokee are all thinking, well, yeah, they played up to their level last night playing 4A Fort Scott. Here's an inbounds play, and Yarrick kind of lost her footing there and loses the ball back to the Timberwolves. Macy Hanson brings it up the floor. Shot in the corner. That one is in and out, no good. Putback is no good, but a foul's going to be called on Fort Scott, and it looks like Sienna Pierce is going to go to the free throw line. Foul is on Rayleigh Cowan, her first. First one on the Lady Tigers here in the quarter. Oh. I think she was shooting. They're not going to give her shooting. They're not going to give her the shooting foul. They're just going to make it an inbounds. I thought she was shooting. I'll be honest with you on that one. See if Fort Scott can take advantage here as we dip under 4 minutes to play in the second quarter. Drive to the bucket. Now Hanson drives in, and they're going to get a travel on Macy Hanson. So Fort Scott will get it back. Looks like the Timberwolves is going to pick them up full court here. Fort Scott trying a long pass. They get it up to Gorman. Layup there is good for Abby Gorman. And Fort Scott retakes the lead 18-16. .3:15 to play in the second quarter. Pass goes down to the block, and a little scoop layup doesn't go. Rebound is loose, and I think a foul going to be on Southwest here. Let's see what they call it. So Mia Hansen picks up her second foul. Second foul on the Timberwolves here in the second quarter as well. Now Brown gets it across the timeline for the Tigers. Over to Gorman. Left side, she'll drive towards the lane. Now kicks it back out. Three-pointer on the way. That one a little short. Rebound chased down by Gabby Cowan of the Timberwolves. Pass ahead. Now Southwest will reset the offense. Macy Hansen listed as a 6-foot freshman. She does not look like a freshman on the court out there. Very agile and athletic. But again, great opportunity, great competition for the Tigers to get here, and we got a whistle, and they call a timeout. They did. So 2:24 left to go here in the second quarter, and another Blue Valley Southwest timeout. And if I heard things correctly, that's their final 30-second timeout. They still have 3 fulls left. So 18-16, Fort Scott with the lead. It'll be Southwest basketball with 2:24 to go, coming out of the timeout. Inbounds play comes in. Here's a shot. That one's in there and good for Unruh. So 10 points for her already. And we're tied again here late in the second quarter. Pass goes to Gorman down low. Shot there, no good, but a foul. And we'll see who they call it on. Looks like it could be on a couple of different Timberwolves here. They will give it to Gabby Cowan. First free throw good. Second free throw also good for Abby there. Now we got a whistle and another travel called on the Timberwolves. So they give it right back to Fort Scott with 1:54 to play. And you're going to get a hand check foul, it looks like, on Gabby Cowan. Her second. Fourth one on Southwest here in the quarter. Inbounds play comes in. Three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebound chased down by the Timberwolves. They get it ahead to Reddy. She'll get it down the floor. Over to Unruh in the corner. She'll pull up from 15. That one doesn't go. Comstock grabs the rebound for the Lady Tigers. And she'll get it to McElroy, and Claire will bring it up the court. Try to slow things down just a little bit. Finds Brown over here. Brown brings it to the top. Now lost it for a moment. Now we got a whistle here, and they're going to call a foul. Who are they going to call a foul on? So it goes on Lily Unruh of Southwest. That's their 15th foul. So now Allie Brown will head to the free throw line. First one goes for Allie. Second free throw doesn't go. Rebound chased down by Unruh for Southwest. Pass comes across, three-pointer on the way. That one is in and out. Rebound, Comstock. Olivia Payne with the shot there. Now Fort Scott will have the opportunity if they choose to. I don't know that they will here. 53 seconds to go in the half to run this down and take the final shot. Possession arrows favoring Southwest. Here's a three-pointer on the way. That one no good. Rebound, and I think picked up there by Southwest, and they'll get a foul on Fort Scott. Foul on Claire McElroy, her first. It's the second team foul on Fort Scott. .30 seconds left to go in the first half. Inbounds, or a ball goes inside to Unruh, and she's able to hit another shot. Lily Unruh. Fort Scott just has not had an answer for her to this point. They've still done enough on offense themselves and lead it 21-20 here with 14 seconds to go in the half. Pass back out, around to McElroy. Three-pointer off the glass, but no good. And then a rebound, a foul on the rebound. I think this is going to go on Gorman. It's Abby's second foul tonight. So Southwest will have the ball inbounds on their baseline. They got to go 94 feet, and a quick foul on McElroy, and she is not happy with that. And there was definitely some contact there. You got to quell those. I was watching College Game Day today. They were talking about Coach Hurley. I cannot remember his first name. Here's a shot at the buzzer, off the rim, doesn't go. Rebound Fort Scott. Rebound came down to Allie Wheeler, who checked in just for that last couple of sequences there, the 5'6" sophomore for the Lady Tigers. So that takes us to the half with your score, Fort Scott 21 and Blue Valley Southwest 20. We'll take a short break and come back. This is Fort Scott Lady Tiger basketball on Duckbait TV. If you need residential interior or exterior painting done or your cabinets refinished, contact the folks at Aura at Labora Painting Company, LLC. Fort Scott native Josh Regan is ready to help with your project, so give them a call at 620-288-6617.
Ready to turn your nails into a work of art? Hi, I'm Delena Beatty, nail tech and artist. I specialize in custom nail art as unique as you are. From vibrant designs to delicate details, I will do my best to bring your vision to life and make sure every set of nails tells your personal story. Get the perfect combination of style, quality, and fun with Nails by Delena at Spoiled Brat Salon in Fort Scott, Kansas.
Patty West and Crystal Cowan are a mother-daughter duo selling personal and commercial insurance. If you need auto, home, boat, motorcycle, ATV, business, or commercial insurance, they've got you covered. Visit them at 3 East Wall Street in downtown Fort Scott or call 620-223-0700. Edward Jones has been advising customers in the world of finance for over 100 years. Financial advisor Jamie Armstrong continues that tradition in Fort Scott. Contact her by phone at 620-223-1866 or email Jamie at jamie.armstrong@edwardjones.com. Liberty Savings has been in Fort Scott since 1919, helping community members with their banking needs for over 100 years. Mark, Dave, Jolene, Manda, and Tyler are ready to greet you with a smile and help with whatever you may need. Visit them at 24 South Judson or call 620-223-0300. If you're interested in helping us out at Duckbait Media, bring you more Tiger and Greyhound athletic events, become a sponsor today. Contact us at tonyabady@gmail.com, duckbaitmedia@gmail.com, or find us on Facebook at facebook.com/duckbaitmedia. We're here to bring you the best of the Tigers and Hounds on youtube.com/duckbaittv. So we're at halftime of the championship game of the Frontenac the Four State Raider Classic. I don't know if that's actually still the official name. It was at one point Kansas Army National Guard Classic, and they had a really good sponsorship going with the Kansas Army National Guard for a little while. But it's changed names a few times over the years, but it's still the Frontenac tournament, still a very competitive tournament, and we were seeing that here this week from both the Tigers and the Lady Tigers as Fort Scott leads the championship game. Fort Scott's girls lead the championship game here by a score of 21-20 here at the break. Let's look through your leading scores. Kylie Comstock finally getting off the schneid offensively a little bit here tonight, as she is leading Fort Scott with 9 points here at the break. Also, Abby Gorman has 6. They are the two leading scorers for the team coming into the tournament. Kylie was averaging nearly 15 points per game. Abby averaging nearly 11 coming into the tournament. Those may have changed just a little bit over the last couple of days, but anyway, Kylie with 9, Abby with 2. Then Claire McElroy has 3, Rayleigh Cowan has 2, and Allie Brown has 1. For Blue Valley Southwest, they're being led by Lily Unruh right now with 12 points. Also, Mia Hansen has 4. Carter Skillman has 2, and Kylie Cross has 2. And that's the story here at the break. Fort Scott had a great first quarter. They outscored Blue Valley Southwest 14-8 in the first 8 minutes. Southwest came back and outscored Fort Scott 12-7 in the second quarter, and so that's why we have a 1-point game here at the break as Fort Scott leads this one 21-20. See if we can pull up the tournament bracket here real quick. We don't have a lot of scores just yet from earlier games today, but there's the ladies' brackets. See if we can find some scores. Well, trying to see if we can find some scores from earlier games, but the only one we have was the one that we saw with our own eyes here in the gym earlier, and that was the boys, as the Nevada boys They won the third place game, 53-51 over Fair Grove. Hit a couple of free throws with 3 or 4 seconds left in that one to win that one and take home third place today. Owensville was leading Colgan on the boys' side in the 7th place game over the old gym by about 10 points with 4 or 5 minutes to go in that one, maybe closer to 5. So see if we can figure out if Colgan was able to come back in that one. Of course, the Fort Scott boys will play at 2:30 over in the old gym against Frontenac for 5th place. And again, just the same as last night. We hope to have more of the boys' game today than we did last night, but we're going to have the girls' game in its entirety here. And then as soon as we get done, we're just going to pack things up and head over to the other gym and get set up and get going for the boys' game. And we'll get as much of the boys' game as we can here later on this afternoon. So, again, we do apologize. We missed probably a quarter and a half of the boys' game last night. I haven't gone back to watch exactly when we got things clicked on there, but I know we were walking in to that gym over there as the first quarter was ending for the boys. And they trailed at the end of the first quarter last night and were able to come back and win that game. Outscored Colgan's boys 17-1 in the fourth quarter to kind of pull away from that one late. Of course, the Lady Tigers defeated Colgan's girls in double overtime over here in the semifinals last night. A couple of just amazing basketball games last night. And as I kind of touched on it a little bit, and we don't have a whole lot of time here as we're just about to get the second half underway. And I don't mean any ill will towards Colgan specifically or any of the private schools specifically, but you watch last night's game and you see a 2A private school compete very well in two very similar situations. Both girls' teams, Fort Scott and Colgan, are very good. Both boys' teams, Fort Scott and Colgan, have struggled a little bit this year, but they've got some talent. And you saw a 2A private school, and I want to try to say it that way, not necessarily specifically Colgan, but you see a 2A private school compete very well with a 4A public school. And that's the argument that we've all had for many, many, many years. And it's not a specifically Colgan problem. It's not specifically a Bishop Miege problem. It is a private school's need to play up from their classification in postseason. And you see why. Colgan's girls, a 2A school, hadn't lost in the regular season and still haven't lost a regular season game to a 2A school since at least 2021. So those are some of the things that they're trying to figure out in Topeka, and hopefully we'll get that kind of sorted out as we go forward. We are underway here in the second half, and Southwest gets the first bucket, so they will take a 22-21 lead here. That's why I say schools like Uniontown, Jayhawk Lynn, Pleasanton, schools that have to compete with Colgan on a state level in sub-state tournaments and whatnot. That's why they're having the argument, is because of what happened last night, where a 2A private school came up and played a 4A public school and had an incredible account of themselves, and in both games could have beaten Fort Scott. Foul here on Olivia Payne, her second. First free throw for Rogers, no good, but the second one is good. So Fort Scott ties it back up, 22 all. Another thing I don't quite understand, I mean, I get you draw the line where the line is drawn. Here's a shot that doesn't go, but a foul on Fort Scott. Kylie Comstock. Pick up her first foul. But Blue Valley Southwest is the only Blue Valley school that is not in 6A in Kansas. It's been that way for quite a while. They've got a little less population, so I know that's where the line is drawn, but you're never going to convince me that a Blue Valley school can't compete with other Blue Valley schools when you're talking about state tournament runs as well. And I'm probably the only person in the state of Kansas that wants the classes condensed. I think we could do a lot better with just 4 classes in the state of Kansas overall. His free throw was good there by Unruh. She missed the first but made the second, so it's a 23-22 lead here. And they're going to call travel there on Unruh for Southwest, and they'll give it back to Fort Scott here with 6:35 to go in the third quarter. Pass goes into the corner. Rogers for 3. That one, or 2, long 2, that goes down for J.C. Rogers. Shot there by Unruh is good, and she has just been on fire tonight for the Timberwolves. That is 15 points now for her. As the lead goes back out to 25. Allie Brown gets her first field goal as we continue going back and forth here. Layup there is no good for Southwest, and now a whistle and a foul. And Mia Hansen will pick up her 3rd foul here. I think she's going to come out now as they will get Kennedy Reddy back on the floor. 5:41 left to go in the third quarter. Stop for a shoe tide here. Three-pointer on the way from Comstock. That one doesn't go. Rebound chased down by Southwest. They'll bring it up the court. Kylie Cross does, and now lost it out of bounds. Last touch by Fort Scott, so it'll stay with the Lady Timberwolves. Inbounds play comes to the corner. Three-pointer on the way, and that one is good. Olivia Payne buried that one, nothing but net. And the lead swaps again, and now up by 2. Blue Valley Southwest here with 5 minutes to play in the third quarter, 5:05 to be exact. McElroy has it out left side. Now kicks it over to Brown on the right side wing. Back to McElroy. Around to Comstock. Now they get it inside. And they're going to call a travel on Gorman. So the ball goes back over to Southwest. And you wonder, as we go through the second half here, how many more substitutions, how often we get more substitutions from the Lady Tigers with that double overtime game last night, and they played after Blue Valley Southwest. Southwest played one of the earlier games yesterday. Fort Scott played the last girls game over here in this gym, and so you wonder with that extra, not quite as much rest period anyway, because Fort Scott played later, and then you tack on 2 overtime periods to that, how fresh they'll be here in the second half. Hopefully that's not a problem we have to deal with. Here's a shot that doesn't go for Comstock. Rebound taken by Southwest. Now the ball knocked away. Fort Scott gets it back, and a foul on Southwest. It's on Olivia Payne. That's number 3 on her as well. And it is. 13 foul on the Timberwolves. And a substitution as Payne will come out. They'll get Macy Hansen back on the floor, the 6-foot freshman. And J.C. Rogers will be at the line for 2. First one, no good. Second one, no good. And Southwest comes away with a rebound. And that pass goes out of bounds. So it'll go back over to Fort Scott. Rayleigh Cowan will check back in as McElroy will come off. Again, the Lady Tigers trail by 2 here with 4:10 to play in the third quarter. Pass goes left side, now back to Cowan at the top. She'll drive into the lane. Now back around, over to Gorman. 10-footer from the baseline. It's good for Abby Gorman. She is finding that shot here in Frontenac this week. And now we got a whistle and a foul. A little bit too handsy that time from Abby Gorman. That'll be her third. And 5'5" freshman Hazel Dillavue will check in for the first time tonight for Blue Valley Southwest. Now we got a steal here from Fort Scott. Lady Tigers with the ball, tied at 28. Oh, and a steal here from Southwest. Kylie Cross gets a hold of it. All the way up, layup doesn't go. Putback is good though. And that's the freshman Dillavue. And she puts Southwest back out in front by 2 with 3:05 to play in the quarter. And now Fort Scott's going to take a timeout. So the Lady Tigers will take the 30-second timeout here. And we'll see what Coach Steps can set up here with 3:02 to play in the third quarter. Fort Scott trailing by 2. Had a great first quarter. They led 14-8. Got a couple of buckets to start the second quarter. And then Southwest came back, eventually outscoring Fort Scott 12-7 in the second quarter. And Lady Tigers still led by 1 at the break, but now Southwest leads it by 2. We've kind of gone back and forth a bit here in the third quarter. Now an inbounds play for Fort Scott. They'll get it all the way into Comstock. Shot there, no good, and a foul. Southwest fans not happy about that. I will say this, they did not blow the whistle until Kylie turned all the way around and grabbed her face, but it did look like she got hit in the face there. The foul is going to be on Sienna Pierce, her second. And Kylie, who was very good at the free throw line last night, hasn't gotten there much today. Misses that one. Second one is good. That's her first point since the first quarter. She had 9 at the end of the first quarter. Did not score in the second. Gets one there. So now into double figures. And a layup again by Macy Hansen, the 6-foot freshman. Gives Southwest a now 3-point lead at 32-29. Brown jukes one defender, puts a layup up there. It does not go. Rebound taken down by Southwest. Ball ahead, nearly picked off, but gathered by Cross. Out, three-pointer on the way. That one missed everything. Goes out of bounds. Back over to Fort Scott with 2:25 to play here in the third quarter. Quick substitution for the Timberwolves as they'll get Lily Unruh back on the floor. Nice break for her. That's what Fort Scott, I don't think, wants to deal with right now is a fresh Lily Unruh. She has been all over the place in a good way for the Timberwolves here today so far. 15 points to this point, and she has definitely been the leader offensively for Southwest. Here's a drive by Gorman. Shot there, doesn't go. Rebound batted towards the corner. Gorman able to chase it back down. Now they get it inside to Yarrick and missed the shot there. Rebound comes down. They get it to Unruh. Shot there, a little bit too short, but Southwest grabs the rebound, and then a foul going to be called on Fort Scott here. So second foul on Kylie Comstock. Ooh, Jim got way too quiet almost there on that free throw. Olivia Payne will check back in for Southwest as Carter Skillman will have another shot here. That second one rolls in there, so she's 1 for 3 now at the stripe today. And that lead continues to grow out to 4 now for Southwest. And if you're the Tigers, you want that proverbial wall as far as the energy to keep getting pushed out there. You hope they're not hitting it. Here's a layup that's good, and the foul! So Macy Hansen will pick up her first foul. It's also the 15th foul, so that'll put Fort Scott in the bonus here. And the free throw by McElroy is good. And now Lorelei Clark will check back in for the Lady Tigers. Excuse me, for the first time tonight. Lorelei Clark, 5'9" freshman. And a carry, so a turnover here with 1:37 and go back to the Lady Tigers. Brown gets it inbounds. Now she'll get it across the timeline. Moving to her left now, gets away from the defender, over to Clark. She's open for 3, and swish! Lorelei Clark, the freshman, and Fort Scott's right back on top by 2. Drive to the bucket, Unruh shot there off the back rim, no good. Rebound Southwest though, they put it on the floor and then draw the foul. Carter Skillman, I believe, will be the one going to the free throw line again. That's the 3rd foul tonight on Kylie Comstock. Skillman will have 2 shots here. It was 1 for 2 her last time at the line. And free throws in and out, no good. So Kylie will check out. And J.C. Rogers will come back in, and we'll see how many minutes Fort Scott can steal with Kylie on the bench here with 1:09 left in the 3rd quarter. Second free throw on the way, and that one is also no good. And McElroy grabs the rebound for the Lady Tigers. So Fort Scott has the ball and a 2-point lead. Clark for 3 again. That one a little strong. Rebound loose inside. Brown picked it up. Layup is good for Allie Brown. Hansen brings it up the floor, tries to kick it to the corner. It's lost out of bounds. They'll give it to Fort Scott. Southwest wanted that to be a touch from the Lady Tigers. I couldn't quite tell, but the direction where she was intending the pass, the ball did not head that way. So you think that it might have been deflected, but anyway, they'll get it back here as Unruh gets the steal. Up the floor, layup no good, but a foul, and Claire McElroy is going to, again, not like the fact that she got a foul called here. The official came up and told her what he saw, and she continues to shake that head. And Lily Unruh will be at the line for 2 here. First one is good. That'll cut it back to a 1-point lead. That also the 5th team foul on the Lady Tigers here in the quarter. Second free throw is good for Unruh. .28 seconds left to go in the quarter. 2-point Tiger lead, they've got the ball. They could also go 2 for 1 here as there's 18 seconds left to go in the quarter. Clark gets it to Gorman inside, now back down to Rogers. Shot there, blocked towards the sideline. It's going to go out of bounds, or the baseline. It's going to go out of bounds, and Fort Scott will have it. They have the possession arrow as well, so unless there's a tie ball in the next 10.9 seconds, Fort Scott will start the 4th quarter with possession as well. Oh, they get it to Rogers. Shot there is good, and the foul. And that'll be the 4th foul on Olivia Payne in the game. Fort Scott will get a quick sub here as they will get Kinley Clements into the contest. Kinley, a 5'11 sophomore. I believe this is the first time Kinley's been in there this weekend. And now Allie Wheeler will also check back in. As Fort Scott will get Abby Gorman, who's got 3 fouls off the floor. They'll get Claire McElroy, who has 3 fouls also off the floor, trying to keep them from getting a cheap one here. Rogers made the free throw. Fort Scott leads by 5. Shot by Unruh at the horn is going to go, and that will take us to the end of the third quarter with your score. Fort Scott 40 and Blue Valley Southwest 37. We'll take a short break and come right back. This is Fort Scott Lady Tiger basketball on Duckbait TV. If you need residential interior or exterior painting done or your cabinets refinished, contact the folks at Aura et Labora Painting Company, LLC. Fort Scott native Josh Regan is ready to help with your project, so give them a call at 620-288-6617. So the Lady Tigers lead this one 40-37. Again, we will have the conclusion of this girls' game, and then we will tear down. Ordinarily, we would stay for the ceremony and everything afterwards, as they will announce. They will give out the plaques or whatever they do to the teams that place, and then announce the all-tournament teams. But since the boys are getting started at 2:30 over in the other gym, we're just going to tear down, just like we did last night, tear down as quickly as we can, get over there, get up, set up for the boys' game. So we do apologize in advance that we won't more than likely get any of the post-game ceremony here. But either way, we still got a ball game to go here as Fort Scott leads this one by 3. They do get the ball to start the quarter here. Inbounds play comes in deep to Brown. And Allie will bring it up the floor here. Over to Clark, who's still in there. So Brown, Clark, Comstock back on the floor. And again, she's got 3 fouls. They also have J.C. Rogers out there and Abby Gorman, who's got 3 fouls. Now we got a whistle, and they're going to get a 3-second call, I think, on Abby as she went into the lane and then just kind of pivoted in there to try to find a teammate to throw to. It couldn't get it thrown away quickly enough. So quick turnover here to start the 4th quarter for the Lady Tigers. Now they're going to try to pick them up full court. Ball gets ahead to Mia Hansen. Now over to Reddy. Now back to Hansen. She'll drive in. Out to Unruh. 3-pointer on the way, and that's good. We're tied. First 3-pointer today by Lily Unruh. And Fort Scott is kind of I don't know if this is really the approach that they've taken, but it appears it's kind of like let Unruh do her thing, keep everybody else from beating you, and sometimes that strategy works, and it's been working so far for the Lady Tigers if that's what they've planned to do. Here's an inbounds play. They get it to Gorman. Back over to Brown. Being guarded by Unruh over there. Now back to Gorman at the top of the key. She's given up height as well to Macy Hansen, listed at 6 foot. Over to Clark. She drives down and tried to get it over to a teammate, but it's knocked away. Ahead it comes to Cross for Southwest. She'll try a 10-footer, and that one goes. So just like that, Blue Valley Southwest back on top by 2. Pass inside and a steal. Timberwolves bring it down the floor. We got a whistle here, and a travel is going to be called. They have not liked that Euro step today. 6:17 to play. Fort Scott trails by 2 but has possession. Now we got a whistle and a foul going to be called on, I believe, Hanson. We'll see who they call it on here. It is going to be on Macy Hanson. That's her second. Second team foul on the Timberwolves here in the quarter. Hanson will come out as Olivia Payne will check back in with 4 fouls herself. Pass as they try to get a pick play there, but it didn't work. And now we got a whistle, and they're not going to count the basket. Nope, that was continuation 101 right there. She got fouled out by the free throw lane and took 3 more steps before she put the shot up. And the Southwest fans are yelling and screaming that was an and one opportunity, not even close to an and one. 6:06 left to go here in this one as the foul goes on Rogers. Three-pointer is no good. Rebound underneath, missed by Fort Scott, and put back there by Skillman. So 44-40 now. You just hope Fort Scott's not running out of gas after that double overtime game last night. Blue Valley Southwest has got a couple of students here that are getting into the action with the chance here. And now we got a whistle and a blocking foul going to be called on Kylie Cross. That is the 3rd foul already here in the quarter on the Timberwolves. 5:30 to play in regulation. And now a timeout called by the Timberwolves. Patty West and Crystal Cowan are a mother-daughter duo selling personal and commercial insurance. If you need auto, home, boat, motorcycle, ATV, business, or commercial insurance, they've got you covered. Visit them at 3 East Wall Street in downtown Fort Scott or call 620-223-0700. So 5:30 left to go here in the 4th quarter. Fort Scott trails by 4. Blue Valley has a 7-0 run going here to start this quarter. Gorman gets it into the lane. Shot there is no good. Rebound taken by Blue Valley Southwest. Kylie Cross comes out of there with it. She'll get it down the floor. Back around left side to Unruh. She'll drive in. Shot there, partially blocked. Rebound Fort Scott. Ball comes left side to Clark. Lorelei Clark has played every minute since she was put in this game towards the end of the 3rd quarter. Drive in, kick it back out. Rogers for 2, not good. Rebound loose inside and a foul on Fort Scott. And that may be the 4th one on Kylie Comstock. And it is the 4th one on Kylie tonight. 2nd team foul on Fort Scott. So the Lady Tigers got McElroy back on the floor. So it's McElroy, Rogers, and Yarrick, along with Brown and Gorman. Steal for Fort Scott. Layup. Good by Gorman. And now another steal by Fort Scott. And a foul called on Southwest. It goes on Kylie Cross. And that's the 4th one on the Timberwolves here in the quarter. Allie Wheeler checks back in for the Fort Scott Lady Tigers as Allie Brown will come out for a quick breather. 4:23 to play in the fourth quarter. Gorman gets it across the timeline. Pass over, shot there is off the front iron, no good. Rebound taken by Southwest. They get it up the floor. Layup, no good, but a foul. Foul's going to go on Allie Wheeler, her first. And that will send Carter Skillman back to the free throw line for the Timberwolves. Man, it gets quiet in here when they shoot free throws. First free throw is no good. I tell you what, Fort Scott's free throw defense has been pretty good the last two nights. Colgan really struggled at the charity stripe last night against the Tigers. Second free throw on the way, and that one is good. So she makes one of two, Carter Skillman does. That'll bump that lead back out to 3 at 45-42. 3:48 to play. Wheeler has it out front, over to Rogers. She'll find McElroy inside, and McElroy hits the shot. Back to 1, 45-44. Fort Scott trails. Southwest with the ball, over to Unruh on the right side. She'll drive in. Good defense there by Wheeler, but shots no good, but rebounded by the Timberwolves, and the putback is good by Skillman. Got to box out. Fort Scott's had some trouble with that at times this year, especially with Comstock not on the floor with those 4 fouls. They may need to put her back in here soon. Wheeler with a shot, doesn't go. Rebound. Again taken by Southwest. Ahead to Unruh. Stolen away by Wheeler. Over to Gorman. Lady Tigers need to go. They got a 4-on-3. Gorman, three-pointer. In and out, no good. And nobody there to rebound. Southwest kicks it over to Hanson. She'll drive in, back out. Three-pointer on the way. That one no good. Rebound. Go grab it, girls. Fort Scott a little nonchalant to get to that one there. And it nearly cost them. And now Fort Scott's going to take a timeout, and they will get Comstock and Allie Brown right back into this game at the conclusion of the timeout here. We'll take a short break and come right back. This is Fort Scott Lady Tiger Basketball on Duckbait TV.
Ready to turn your nails into a work of art? Hi, I'm Delana Beatty, nail tech and artist. I specialize in custom nail art as unique as you are. From vibrant designs to delicate details, I will do my best to bring your vision to life and make sure every set of nails tells your personal story. Get the perfect combination of style, quality, and fun with Nails by Delin at Spoiled Brat Salon in Fort Scott, Kansas.
So 2:21 left to go in regulation here tonight. Tigers trail by 3. And it'll be Fort Scott basketball coming out of the timeout. They will have Gorman, Brown, Comstock, Rogers, and McElroy all on the floor right now. Inbounds play comes to Gorman. Over to McElroy. Now they get it to Brown. Shot there, doesn't go. Rebound taken by Southwest. They'll come back the other way. Shot there is no good. Rebound, McElroy gets it for the Lady Tigers. We apologize if we got some shaking on the screen there. There's just two of them, but there's two very proud Timberwolves fans to our left that are trying to pump up their defense here. We got a foul on Unruh. That'll be the second one on Lily Unruh here tonight, and that also puts the Tigers in the bonus. First free throw by Brown, no good. Second free throw for Allie is good. So back to a 2-point game. Ball stolen away by McElroy. Layup is too strong. And then a foul on Abby Gorman on the rebound. And I'm not trying to blame anybody or throw fault, but that is a classic third game in 3 days and you just played double overtime last night kind of shot there. Just a little bit too much on that, trying to make sure you get enough to get it up there, and you put it a little bit too much on it. And now Fort's got fouls, as Allie Brown will pick up her first. And that will put Southwest in the bonus here. First free throw for Mia Hansen is nothing but net. And Lorelei Clark will check back and get another shooter in there for the Lady Tigers. Second free throw on the way, and that one is good. So Hansen makes them both. 49-45 is your score. Three-pointer from Brown, no good. Rebound, Southwest. Still 1:06 to play. Cross gets it up the floor. Elbow shot is good. Now a 6-point Timberwolves lead. Drive by Allie Brown. That one will go in. And I think Fort Scott's going to call another timeout here. 51-47. So the Tigers will have one timeout left. Southwest has two with 47.2 seconds to go. Again, as soon as this game is over, we are going to tear down and head back over to the other gym, get set up, and hopefully get you, definitely get you as much of the boys' game as we can. Hopefully get you the boys' game in its entirety over there. Scheduled to start at 2:30. Now the game before this time slot, the Colgan game, appeared like it was going to go a little bit long. They still had some time left. Playing Owensville when the Nevada boys game over here got done and our girls were able to get on the floor to start warming up. So you hope we've got a little bit of a cushion there, but we'll get over there and get as much as we can of the boys game here momentarily. But again, we will have the conclusion of the girls game here. With 45 seconds to play. Unruh gets it up the floor. She'll get it across the court. Now they'll run some clock here. We got a whistle. And Allie Brown is injured, it looks like, over by the scorer's table. I don't know if I couldn't quite tell if she tried to go for a pass and then fell towards the scorer's table right there. It was right at half court, and I saw her on the floor for a second. I thought, why are they stopping in the middle for a substitution? But Allie was injured there. Hopefully she's okay. She's a little bit slow to get up. And they will take her out for the moment. Now, Rayleigh Cowan in there. She'll foul. So this will put Cross at the free throw line. She has not attempted one here tonight so far, but looks like a pretty good shooter. So Cross will have 2. Fort Scott trails by 4 at 51-47. First free throw for Cross is in and out. Lorelei Clark checks back in for Fort Scott. Also, Claire McElroy back on the floor. And Allie Brown will come back in as well. So that's good to see. So Brown, Clark, McElroy, Comstock, and Gorman all on the floor right now for the Lady Tigers. Second free throw is good for Cross. So the lead goes back out to 5. Ball inside, we got a whistle. And they're going to call a charge on Allie Brown. So no free throws on the offensive foul, just a turnover. And now some offense for defense substitutions here with 31 seconds left. Fort Scott gets Rayleigh back out there. Also Lorelei Clark back out there. Brown. Now are they going to try to steal or foul here? They got to do something, trailing by 5, and now they will foul. But a lot of time came off the clock there. 25.4 seconds left. That's the 4th one on Rayleigh here tonight. And it will send Mia Hansen back to the line. She's 2 for 2 from there so far this evening, or this afternoon. First free throw up there, and it is good for Hansen. Second free throw on the way, and that one is good as well. So Hansen makes it a 7-point lead for the Timberwolves. Pass out to Comstock. She'll drive in. Shot there. Doesn't go. Put back. No good. And now we've got a rebound, and this looks like it's going to be it. Allie will foul here with 10 seconds left to go. That'll be the 3rd one on Brown. And it will send Mia Hansen back to the line. See if she can keep her perfect record there tonight. Free throw is good. And again, the Fort Scott Lady Tigers have given a whale of an account for them. They have finished without the championship in this tournament a few times now. 3-pointer on the way, and that one is no good. Rebound jumped up there. Now it's stolen away by Comstock. She'll get one right at the buzzer. And that'll make the final score 55-49. And Fort Scott falls in this one. And that'll do it for our broadcast here. We're going to tear things down and get over to the boys' game as we go here. So thanks again for joining us on Duckbait TV. We'll join you again in just a few moments from the opposite gym.